My apologies guys, that took forever. We are live then, multi-class at Monza. Currently got Q1, no not Q1. It's the only qualifying session and there goes driver H, who was qualifying. And he goes into Crow, they have contact there, Kevin Crow, and driver H just having contact, and that's affected their lap, so they're not really setting competitive times. Neither is Jensen, he's got a penalty. So it's the barrier, so the gravel. Pan Am also making contact, so Pan Am's lap might be altered, but he might be the best of them thus far. Monty's also going on his way in the Garage 59 Audi. Who can take the advantage here in the GT3 class? No Kiwi, so a chance for someone else to come through and take a victory. Pan Am, who we're accustomed to seeing in LMP1 in the hypercars, this time in that GT3 Mercedes. So Peckish should actually be first to cross the line, so let's see what Peckish can produce. Standing in for Kiwi this time. Let's see what he can do now. Here comes Peckish. What is the time? It's a 40. It's a 50.8. Who can go faster? Pan Am can. Pan Am can. Let's see Monty's time. And Monty slots into fourth. Well, I think I've joined at bad time here because Mateus is ahead of everyone, which isn't quite true just yet. Pan Am 1.2 seconds clear of the rest. Let's see the time for Peckish in the first sector. Is it good? Is it purple? Yeah, it's purple, 3/10 up. Pan Am was also 3/10 up on his time, so they're around equal as we go through. You see Monty Blue in that first sector. We continue going on. Peckish is first and he hits the gravel. That's not going to help his chances. Pan Am will have the advantage from him. We didn't see other sector times, so there could be good times in the other sectors for the other drivers. We don't know yet. Coming through with Peckish, then let's find out what it's saying. Peckish across, still. I didn't see other drivers. Let's see what driver H is saying. Considerably up, but not yet challenging Pan Am and Peckish. So TRC Peckish now coming to the line to end the lap, and this is definitely going to be an improvement on his previous lap. Just by how much? 149.5 to beat, and he doesn't beat it. 3/10 behind now. Pan Am's gone into the pits. Here comes Jensen, goes up to third. Driver H also pitting, and Monty also pitting. So it's only Jensen and Peckish that decided to stay out. Everyone else getting ready for their final runs, because remember it's 10 minutes qualifying in each class, so 6 minutes already elapsed. We've got 3.5 left. Pan Am's already out, as is Kevin behind. So it's only Jensen who's actually on a push lap right now. Let's see, Jensen, is it good? Let's find out. Jensen's on a flyer here, and this will be good. The tifosi will be watching because this is their home track. So Jensen's got half of the task. He's sliding there. Oh no! And into the barrier, and that's the end of that. It was looking so promising for Jensen right there. Couldn't please the home fans on this occasion. He's going to have to go into the pits as quickly as he can right now so that he can change the tyres and repair that damage, and he can be back on his way for another lap. Jensen quickly in. It's a bit weird, not many GT3 drivers this time out. Assuming Shaq's going to come back and drive the Audi for JBM, but if not, we'll find out what's going to happen. Peckish on his way now, again first to make a move. There's also 3 temps up in the first sector on anyone. Solid time. Let's see how Pan Am can respond. Pan Am doesn't improve, so advantage with Peckish at the moment. Let's see, more drivers are coming round. Let's see, driver H, is it looking good? It looks really good, so just a 10th behind Peckish, but driver H could be on for provisional pole right now. Peckish should get another chance at this. Still slightly up, it's not by much though, needs a good final sector to just assure that he has a good gap. Let's see, Pan Am didn't respond. I don't think he did, at least. Let's see if driver H can continue to extend the advantage. Is it still purple in the middle sector? It's not quite. Here comes Peckish then. Is this the time that he needs? Peckish 149.5 to beat, misses out by 0.2 of a second. Peckish stays in second. Let's see who's next across. Kevin. Is the time good? I don't think he's going to be able to get to provisional pole. He goes into the pits, and that's the end of that. Here comes driver H though. Not the end for him. It is the end now. Improves on the lap, but it's only good enough for 4th. So we look to Pan Am and Co. Don't think they're going to be able to get set a competitive lap, because if you notice here, out come the hypercars, ready to roar. That gold livery on the Ferrari, you know what that's for. So when you're at home, you've got to make the occasion special, and that's what they're going to hope to do. Wasn't Jensen's day in qualifying, but can GCOR put things right? It's just to end it off. Doesn't improve though. Doesn't improve. So Beckish drops into the pits. So here comes Pan Am. And Pan Am does improve the time, just to make it a bit harder for everyone else. So Pan Am does secure pole position in a GT3 class. And finally, the Aston Martin has been dethroned from that first spot on the grid that they've always had, seemingly always had with Kiwi. It's time for the LMP1s now. Who's first in the queue? Actually, Monkey's on his out lap. So it is Vinizio who is first up then. Vinizio's first, then it's Joel, and then it's Joe Cox, who has 1.5 second penalty. So not a good start from the Italian, and he drops into the pits. Gold's also on a lap, just started. Mateus as well has just started one, and Alex is on one too. Let's go with Vinizio. Let's see what the time is. So 104.3 to beat. I think Joke must have made a mistake. 104.3. Alex is 4 tenths back. And we wait for the rest behind. So let's see Vinizio then coming into the Parabolica. The other Italian in the group. He's got something to prove here. Finishing second last week. He's in decent form. What's the benchmark time for the LMP1s? It's a 1:35.6. Let's see how they can respond. Jog's not going to have it on this occasion. Let's look to Alex here. 1:35.6. Just misses out by half a second. We still got more to cross the line. Mateus and Gold coming fourth. Mateus, whose win streak was dethroned and ended by Icon last week, needs to get back to winning ways here. 3 race win streak undone. Has he got provisional pole right here? Yes, he has. 35.2, and Gold is just behind him. Not by much at all. Let's see then. Monkey's coming through. Let's see the time. 1:05.0. It's alright, it's alright. Roscoe's got that penalty, so it's not going to help his cause. You look to Monkey, then he comes out of the corner. 35.2 is the benchmark time. Can't get to it. It's P5. Joke up to P5. And Alex, no improvement. So here comes Roscoe to set a first competitive lap. Roscoe was to P7. It's just about Joe Cast now. Is it purple? Yes, it is. Joe Cast, it looks good here for the Ferrari. Needs to focus though, still more to go. Look to Mateus in the meantime. Gold into the pits. Mateus, his lap has been compromised. I think he let Gold through. So no improvement for him. But here comes Joe Cast then on his first lap. This is the chance here to bring that Ferrari to provisional pole. Can he get it done? Using all of the track, gets it with a 1:34.8. 4.5 tenths of a second is the gap. And that's a tall order for everyone else. Can they cut off some time? See Alex in the middle sector. I don't think it's going to be an improvement. Jolt going a little bit wide. Monkey's coming out of the last corner to finish his lap. Let's see what it is. This looks better than last time, and it is up to 6th. Joel's got a half-second penalty. Mateus still going on his way. Let's see Mateus on his lap. Not quite 6 tenths down. Finizio now starting his lap. Roscoe's at 36.6. That's P8 though. Looking at Mateus, who's not really improving on this lap, but if he can make up some ground in the last sector, he could be in with a shot. Oh, he goes wide. And that's it. So, time to restart. We'll go back into the pits. Joe Cast. Or does he go into the pits for one last run? He goes in. So Joe Cast into the pits. One final run, he's getting ready for that. In the meantime, Finizio's on his run. He's got 1 second penalties, I've said that. Unfortunate. I think everyone's really getting ready for their final runs. Maybe not Roscoe. Through the Lesmos. And out we go. He's 4 tenths down on his previous best. And he's got half-second penalty. The penalties are raining down. Everyone's claiming them. And no one really able to get fast time. Can Finizio do it? I know he had a penalty affecting his. It's not really gonna help him out. That penalty. So Finizio, it's one final run for him now. I don't think he's gonna make it back to the line. So look, I think Gold is on a good lap here. Let's see what Gold can do. Let's see, anyone else on a flyer? Let's see Gold. Is it purple? He was fast in his previous lap. Gold goes to it just down. Can he gain half a second in the last sector? That's the important question. Needs to nail a Ascari chicane, and he seems to have done it. That's part of the job done. He'll have time for another run as well, if he wants to take it. Just needs to get Parabolica right. You see Joe Cast behind, setting up for his final run. And he would love a bit of that slipstream that Gold might give him. Here comes Gold then on the lap. Is it good enough to get onto the front row? And he's missed out. Not by much. Again, he's only a tenth behind Mateus, and that's the time now for the second run. Let's go. Didn't catch Finizio's middle sector. Let's see. Monkey's now coming out the last corner. Is this an improvement? It's an improvement, but he stays in 6th. He stays in 6th. Finizio now is coming through. Roscoe finishing his lap. Monkey's gone into the pits. That's the day done. Finizio now. It's all or nothing right here. The Italian can he dethrone his fellow countryman? He can only go as far as 2nd. So the Italians have locked out the front row as it stands. Joel goes to P4. It's not going to be enough though. We've got Alex in the front. And then it's Mateus following closely behind. The Red Bull Patronus of Penguin Alex. Making his way. Is it fast enough? It's P6. Mateus doesn't find it. 35.3. So Mateus misses out. Finizio is still going and he's fastest in the first sector. Joe Cast has made the mistake. Right there. So Gold with the chance. Let's see what he can do now. It's his last shot. Pole position on the line. And it's tense as always. Gold's got a real shot right here. Here he comes. Gold for pole position. And he's just missed out. He split the two Italians. But Finizio's coming back for revenge. And Finizio's purple. He's purple. Finizio's improving. Needs Roscoe to get out of the way though. It's not going to help him. Oh man. Heartbreak for Finizio there because he was purple in the middle sector and he just couldn't find his way around Roscoe. And it's all gone to nothing. What an effort. What a qualifying session. Roscoe's going to take the final lap. And man, it could have been so much more for Finizio, but one Italian's heartbreak is another Italian's triumph, and it's an important triumph for Ferrari. Joe Cast is on pole in the LMP1 class. Finizio is not happy. He is not happy, man. And I don't know, man. I don't think he would be happy after something like that. He must have been extremely locked in. And it just did not work out. That's unfortunate. But it gets like that sometimes. Joe Cast has put that Ferrari on pole in front of the Tifosi, and I don't think you can hear them well, but those fans are definitely going crazy in the grandstands, man. Joe Cast is letting it all soak in. And there we go, we've got Gold alongside him right now. Those two will be starting off the LMP1 class at the front. Pan Am will start off at the front of the GT3 class. Now that's interesting, you've got the GT3 class on one side and the LMP1s on the other. So here we go. Joe Carson Gold, the top two. Finizio just missing out, he could have done it. There wasn't enough. Mateus will start in fourth. Then it's Jock, Alex, Monkey and Roscoe. And then on the other side, we look at the GT3s. Pan Am will start at the front. Peckish was 4/10 down. Then it's Jensen, Drive H, Monte Carlos and Kevin Crow. Good stuff. Good stuff, good race. Good race, good qualifying, I mean. Alright, I'm gonna get a drink really quickly because my voice will go if we keep on doing like this. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, we are back in the game. We are back in the game. Whew. It's time to get ready. About to get going then for the endurance race. 60 minutes of action, and I cannot wait. It's Monza. It's as fast as it gets. We're ready to start. About to get going then, taking a little bit of time, but as things are, you know, the best things do take time. The best things do take time. mean, I haven't heard anything to the contrary. So, I don't know. I mean, the Drive H knows about this. Some discourse between the teams. I have no clue. Let me check to be sure. You know, we've got to check these things. He's starting it. He's starting it. Right, let's get going. I think I'll quench my thirst. It's about time to enjoy some racing. 60 minutes, man. 60 minutes. Tyres interesting. Joke on the hard, on the softs. Everyone else seems to be on the mediums. So here we go then. GCOR's going to start the Italian race at Monza on pole position in the LMP1 class. Pan Am in GT3. It's all to play for right here. We are underway. GCOR gets a good start. Gold immediately tucks into the slipstream, trying to get prepared for an overtaking manoeuvre. Finizio's looking for one on him though. Finizio doesn't go for it, and there you saw Alex go to the inside and he hits Mateus, who hits Finizio, and they're all off. Domino effect right there. And Finizio, race ruined already, and same with Mateus. And that all started when there was the contact between Alex and Mateus, and two drivers already having damage, and that has really hurt them. 3 drivers having damage. In fact, 4, because Monkey's got damage as well. That might have to be a red flag. I think we just run it back. Yeah, safety car. Safety car. Only question is, with a safety car, let me just get the rules up so we know, because the rules just changed regarding the safety cars, having just come out. Safety car, that means speed must be reduced, so GCOR says you see reducing his speed to between 50 and 100 miles per hour, setting that example. So GCOR still has the lead, is gold, then is Joke who has damage, Monkey has damage so he's pitting, Alex stays out. And Finizio and Mateus are in, and Shaq stays out. Monty is going to go in also with damage, stays out. Monty stays out. Monty stays out, that's surprising. I would have gone in. And Pecky's just going forward. He's a safety car. I think to avoid it getting messy, I think we should do it that, I'm not sure how it works in WEC, but I think it makes sense for the LMP1s to go at the front. For this one, I'm going to say that just so it doesn't really get messy in terms of the restart. LMP1 should go at the front and then the GT3s. So one more lap. One more lap on the safety car and then we will get going. And so the rules are as follows then. GCOR will control this restart when it does happen. He's maintaining the pace between 50 and 100 miles per hour, doing it well thus far. Important thing is, keep a larger gap. So for now, it's really all about can these guys master the restart. We haven't really seen a perfectly executed restart thus far. We may see one just very soon. Everyone's changed tyres. I think Pan Am, who had damage? Kevin got damage. Everyone else seems to be fine. So we'll be in this lap. So GCOR will have control. So GCOR will have control over this start. And the way he can do it then, so when you get out of Parabolica, GCOR is free to control the start. He can do it however he likes. However, there is no overtaking until the start-finish line. But if GCOR doesn't start throwing it by the start-finish line, then you can overtake him. So GCOR has control, so he's going to want to try and manipulate this so that Gold becomes a sitting duck. So Gold's got to be extremely careful and react as soon as he can. We'll get ready for this one here. As GCOR gets going, we are back underway. Chose to do it very early, and already Gold's been caught sleeping, but that might be a restart infringement from Alex there. It depends. They might look into that one, but Gold really did get caught sleeping in that moment, and they're battling behind. Look at this joke getting past Vinizio, who's countering Mateus with a late lunge on Monkey, who manages to come back ahead. Mateus is still down in 7th. Let's look back lower down the field. The GT3 is getting away well. I think Pan Am lost the position to Drive H. In the meantime, he's going to try and get this position back. Let's look at Pan Am right here to try and get the position. Drive H was letting off there and nearly caught Pan Am out. And have we got problems? I think we had problems further up. Was it Finizio? Let's look at it. Finizio's got front damage. Mateus is on the inside of him. Oh, Gold had a mistake as well. Gold had an issue. I didn't see it though, I was looking at the battle of the GT3s. So Gold went off there, and Joker's benefited. Here comes Mateus to take Finizio then. So Finizio going backwards, and Mateus hits the gravel. So Mateus loses that position, and somehow Alex has taken the lead. I've missed that one as well, but Joe Cos is looking to counter. And look at this there. Gets it done before going to the Parabolica. And he's through. Joe Cos back into the lead at the end of the first lap. It's fairly orderly, but Alex does have a chance to counter. He's in the slipstream, and you see Monkey and Mateus in a bit of a scrap. Joe Cos to hold on. Alex going to go around the outside. Mateus with damage. Alex forcing his way through, and it's side by side the two of them. Look at this picturesque scenes here at the front of the field. Joe Cos with the advantage, but Alex on the inside into Della Roggia, and Joe Cos is going to try and hold his line, and he does so fantastically. Good stuff from Joe Cos, and he holds off Alex for now. That's what I'm saying. The fans really cheering Joe Cos on, helping him along, and he's fended off that challenge there. Mateus now to 4th, Monkey's down to 5th, and Gold is on the gravel. Joker's in 7th place. And then we look at the GT3, then Pan Am has managed to find a way back up into the lead. Look at this here, Driver H in a bit of a scrap with Jensen. Trying to find his way through. Here comes Driver H. Shaq is also among this, ready to make his move if he needs to. Driver H on the inside. Is that the moose? Stuck there for 3rd position. It looks like it is, but Driver H goes deep. And that's the problem with the Ascari. It's always dangerous like that. And now Shaq on his back. Let's look at this. He's going to go to the outside. He's not going to try and be a hero, is he? We saw what happened to JP, man, in the F1 movie. Let's not have a repeat. I think he had to let off himself. He's going to have a chance though. Here comes the Lamborghini. Where does he put it? On the inside. Later on the brakes. He gets it done. Can he get it stopped though? That's another challenge, and he has done it. So Shaq's up into 4th. Pekic has still got a chance to get past Pan Am. Got a really good exit, and he's in the slipstream. This is for the lead of the class. And I think there's contact between them momentarily. And I think Pan Am has held on to it. Good stuff. I know he has, and he gets a little bit squiggly on his way out. And through goes Pekic. Or does he? Because Pan Am's trying to hold it around the outside and kicks up some dust. Kicks up some dust. And that is the lead back in the hands of Pekic. And Project Phantom Racing have their leader once again. Joe Cos really extending his advantage out front. And it's the complete opposite of... Oh no! No, no, no. Hold on a second. Stream saying it might go down. It's not happening. Stream's got to stay up. We'll keep going. It's a complete opposite of what usually happens. Usually the LMP1s have all the action, but this time it's the GT3s. As again, Pan Am ready to attack. Pekic has to be wise here. Surely going to have to make a defensive move. But it's under the lead, but he goes too deep. But he holds on to it in the end. Pekic has another chance. Jensen is closing in the meantime. These guys battling. I think that's why you see Pekic is really, I think, bump drafting with Pan Am, trying to push them away from what's going on behind. Jensen also has a penalty though, so that's going to help the two of them. Any battling going on? Not at all. Just GCOR running his own race out front. So Finizio is 3 seconds behind Alex, who himself is 3.5 seconds behind GCOR. It's a real stalemate out front, it must be said. So Jensen's going to get this penalty. The question is, so driver 8 should get past. Oh, he's trying to do that exploit right there, and I think he's pulled it off as well to a decent standard to avoid him from truly serving that penalty in its totality. He does lose out to driver H, but had the chance to get him back. I think driver H is going to let him have it so that he can get the slipstream and take it back off him down the main straight. But this side by side is not going to help them. This might bring Shaq into play. They stay side by side like this. Who's going to be later on the brakes? It is Jensen. Jensen holds on to third. But Shaq is getting closer. Beckish is still only 8 tenths behind Pan Am. Quarter of the race gone. Still got 45 minutes to go. And the action is heating up in GT3 right here. We look at Beckish on board. Slowly reeling in the German to... Oh, and even Pan Am there goes onto the gravel, so that gives Beckish an opportunity slightly earlier than he may have thought. If he's brave, he'll try it into a Ascari, but I think he's too far back. Let's see. He's gonna try it. He's gonna go for it. Maybe not. Let's see. Has another opportunity right now. Panam's actually pulling away slightly. Now the slipstream beginning to take its effect. But again, Beckish isn't close enough. It's a good exit out of the Parabolica. And it doesn't really work that way, but it's a long straight coming up now. And that's a lot of time that you have to make that move. At the same time, look at driver H. Trying to get past Jensen there side by side. And they've managed to pull away from Shaq a little bit as well. That's going to give driver H a bit of breathing room. Can he make that move right now? Here he goes, and Jensen later on the brakes, wiser on the brakes. And he survives on the brakes right there. And driver H even got a 1 second penalty. So that's going to end that battle for a little while. Meanwhile, we have another battle brewing for the lead. It's been brewing for ages. These guys have been swapping that first position in the class since the beginning of this race. And Beckish is just keeping himself close. Driver H is still trying. Driver H actually made the move. Well, it doesn't really matter because first of all, he made that mistake, and then also because he's going to get that 1 second penalty. Shaq's got damage on this lap right here. Let's see, if any drivers get damaged, we could have another safety car on our hands. Here comes Jensen then. He doesn't need to make this move. He doesn't need to do it, but he does it anyway. Jensen goes for it, and he gets it. There's a bit of contact between two of them, but it's respectful, it's clean. It's kind of clean. I thought GCOR lost the car for a second. Managed to save it, but gets a half-second penalty. That's costly. Finizio in the meantime is really beginning to close the gap on Alex, and then Finizio's got damage again. So is it the same damage or is it a different lap? That's the same damage, the same damage. Mateus also has damage. One more car needs to get damage for there to be a safety car, so it's 4 cars, no? Is it 4 cars or 3 cars? Oh, it's 3. Same lap. I thought it was 4, but if it's 3 cars. If it was all last lap, then it's good. But if it wasn't all last lap, then it can't be a safety car. Oh! So Finicio's got past Alex, which makes sense. He was closing in on him, and Alex was nearing the lap traffic. But then again, look at this, Alex is just way quicker down the straight. It's that damage that Finicio has. There goes Alex to make the move. Can he make it stick? Not quite. Yes, he can. Finicio runs out wide. Let me check something quickly. I'll check the chat history. No, there's no safety car. Should be fine. Wait, what? Because I'm confused. I thought it was 4 drivers, it's 3. I don't know, man. We got damage again. No, we're not bringing it out. We're not bringing it out. These guys are still battling out front. Second place in the class up for grabs right here. This is allowing Joe Costa to pull away. They need to start making moves forward and not against each other, but Finicio determined to get that place, and they're banging into each other. And Alex, by hook or by crook, will hold on to that place. And Finicio's not happy with him. You hear it over the radio, expressing his frustrations with that one right there. Mateus is getting closer to Finicio in the meantime. He has damage though, and the tyres are not looking good for him. So he's facing another battle altogether. Monkey and Gold and Joker all in one area as well, fighting in their own little chess match, and Monkey just set the fastest first sector of anyone, and it's really on pace. But again, I say it, the GT3s have been more entertaining thus far than the LMP1s. Monkey's getting really close right now. Let's go on board. Joker's just pulling away though, down the straight. This dog gains so much in the corners. And the braking just takes a chunk of time out. But again, that machine that Joker's driving is just so much quicker in a straight line. That's what's important, the straight line speed is a factor. Jensen's lost a lot of time from that 1 second penalty, so that battle ends between himself and Driver H, for now at least. You know they're going to be fighting again, and these three are still fighting well, semi-fighting. They're still going at it in close proximity. Gold is the head of that train, and now he's beginning to establish some distance between himself and Jolt. That's what he needs, a bit of breathing room, a bit of time to de-stress and relax, because you know the battle's going to be right on, raging again. Everyone's going fast now. If you notice, everyone's increasing the pace. Especially in LMP1, they're all going faster. Monkey's looking for the move right there, letting Jolt know he's always there, ready to make the move. A little bit of a touch on the back. Jolt survives though. Monkey's going to be looking. Oh, to the gravel. Oh, and there's the move. Monkey takes it, but Jolt is back in the slipstream, ready to counter-attack. Little touch back into the slipstream. Oh my goodness. And there was a bit of contact there. Monkey goes off, and he's going to have some words for Jolt. He's gone. He's not had it. He just wasn't having it. Matej is first to budge in the pit lane. He goes in. Damage to be repaired. So Gold will inherit 4th position. Jolt will inherit 5th. Let's see what Mateus does then. 25 minutes on the soft tire. There was the safety car, of course. Took a lot of time out of the race, out of the running. But we continue then. Let's see what he chooses. I think he's back on the soft. Anything to catch up with the opposition. It's going to be of the utmost importance. Panam's also in. No fuel remaining. Pekic stays out, so a bit of strategy there for the race lead. Mateus on the medium tyres. He's trying to go a bit longer, I think. Can he stretch this to the end? I think that's debatable, but we'll see. So Panam and Jensen both in right now. Let's see what they can do on these new tyres and this added fuel. And it's got damage. Look at this Jolt getting closer to Gold. Shaq's got the same damage from before. So he's currently only one. Hold on a second, we've got a battle on our hands. I was going to type, but we've got a battle on our hands. Here comes Jolt to the inside. That's 4th position to Jolt. Gold trying to attack again, but there's nothing he can do. Jolt just had him under braking and put him where he wanted, and then took the position off him. And that's a textbook overtake at Monza. Use the slipstream down the main straight and make your move, and your opponent can do nothing about it. Pekic has got to think about going in. I think this lap, if anything, Pekic is going to be in this lap. So it'll be about seeing where Panam and Jensen's actually beating Panam out, which is interesting. So Panam must have had a stinker in the pit lane, maybe had to repair a few damages, 1-2 damages. Whatever the case, all will be resolved shortly when Pekic blends into this. This is an absolute mess right here. But Gold has a good chance now to use these GT3 cars as almost like a decoy to get past. And you see Pekic blending in with them. Does Gold make the move? Gold doesn't make the move. Stuck to the outside. And Pekic is behind both Panam and Jensen. So Jensen is now the leader of the class. How on earth has that happened? And where's driver H in all this? He's yet to pit. Shaq is also yet to pit. Peckish is trying to get past Panam. Just finished their first round of pit stops. Cav, I think they'd be out for, I think, 20 more minutes and then they'd be back in again. So I think there's one more pit cycle left. But for these guys out front, they've tried to stretch it out for as long as they can, so they only do one. I think it's a one stop versus a two stop situation. But I do think the guys who are on the one stop are up against it because we had a safety car in the beginning, innit? So the likes of Alex, Finizio, everyone at the front in the LMP1s, the hypercars, they've all tried to one-stop this. I think Mateus is the only one who's tried the two-stop out of that class. I think Mateus, if he can string together some good laps here, he might have a chance, because realistically I don't think the one-stop is possible. You're going to be fuel saving so much towards the end of this. Joe-Cars, what tire does he come out on? It's mediums again, so I think Joe-Cars is trying to take this to the rest of the race. And the race is 60 minutes, so he's done 30 minutes on this one, trying to take it now 30 minutes again. In a tall order, Mateus is 7 seconds, a bit less than 7 seconds, I think, back. And again, that could be another pit stop that Mateus has to make, so he has to be on pace right now. Not Finizio, sorry. Joe-Cars is going to be competitive here and get the win. On this one stop, he has to fuel save, because towards the end of it, Mateus will be right back there. Because Mateus is flying right now, setting fastest first sector, fastest second sector, and so on. But we look on. Driver H has actually beaten out Peckish and Jensen, but again, he's only half fueled. I think he's trying to go for a fast stint now. So driver H has changed that strategy. He's two stopping right now. Mateus has to push. He has to push. I didn't get to see the middle sector time, but I think it's a battle between these two. Mateus was saying he was out of the race, but he definitely isn't if the cards are played right. I think if there's a safety car, Mateus is right back in this. But he's going to need a safety car. The driver's currently second, and he's pitted, but he's under fueled, so I think he's going a bit short on this stint right here on the softs. Extract pace from them and try and get a gap between himself and Jensen, and then if he boxes again, then he's back in the game. Now, he had a crash in lap 1, which sent him tumbling down the order, and he hasn't recovered since, I guess. I think a few more crashes, a bit of damage as well, yeah. Just slowed him down. But driver H currently 9.4 seconds ahead of Jensen. Monty's also out, but Monty hasn't pitted yet, so Monty's going to pit and rejoin in with the rest of them, who are all really battling fiercely. Mateus is in the midst of lap traffic. He set a new fastest lap, so Mateus really showing his pace, and he needs to be showing his pace because, again, as I said, barring a safety car, he doesn't really have much of a chance. He needs to be pushing like crazy. He needs to pass Joe-Cars. To be honest, he's cut the gap down significantly. Joe-Cars is now on his lap. Let's see. Mateus has lost a second of time from his previous lap, but we'll see Joe-Cars' lap and compare it to Mateus afterwards, just to see what level. Wow, he's right there. Mateus is right there. And for driver, he's going to want to. He gets out of Joe-Cars' way. Monty, I think, is going in. Monty's in, so Joe Costa 38.1, and Mateus now coming to the line 36.0, so he's cut 2 seconds off of Joe Cost's advantage. Again, Mateus needs to make this move quickly. I think Joe Costa is fuel saving. I think he is fuel saving here. These guys are still battling in the meantime. Let's continue to look. Jensen out front in second in the class now. Panam and Pekic going side by side, looking for the chance to get around. Gold gets past him in the meantime. Can Pekic use that to his advantage? Does he try something to go around the outside? We saw Drive H do that in GCOR Elite. Couldn't quite get it this time though. So Jensen currently holding the lead, but not holding the lead, sorry. Drive H is holding the lead. But with this battling, it's not going to help him. Alex has damage again on the front. That's one. Remember, we need 3 damages on this lap for there to be the safety car brought out, and that will really save Mateus, who is pushing. Let's see, he's right on the back of Joe Costa now. This could be pivotal in terms of the outcome of this race in the hypercars. Let's go on board with Mateus then. He's really gaining. He must be an FM1, pushing to the max. And Joe Costa tries to defend it, and that's awkward. Mateus has it though. Mateus is into the lead, and now we need to just focus on what is ahead, push forward, and never look back. Mateus really could win it here. This is going to be a super fight towards the end. He just needs to focus now. He's already pulled around a second from Joe Costa, who is obviously fuel saving, trying to take this tyres and this fuel to the end. 25 minutes to go. Yeah, they aren't too far away. Look at this, Alex and Joel going at it again. And Alex, since he lost that position to Finizio, just hasn't been the same. The pace has just dropped off from that car. The Red Bull Patronus. But he's got a chance again now. If he can get something out of this straight. He's got a front damage, that's probably why the pace has dropped off. Just can't fight with Joel on the pace down the straight. Gold is closing in as well behind, so we need to watch out for that. These guys are still battling, and Jensen even lost second while we were watching Mateus. And Pekic is still obviously in with a chance. Let's look at Pekic's onboard, because we can get a good view of Jensen right here as he thinks out his approach. But Jensen's got to watch out. He's in a very awkward position, because if he wastes too much time and hesitates in attacking against Panam, then obviously Pekic's going to have the chance, as he does right now, to go around the outside. Pekic burning the fuel, straight line speed, and they're 3 wide here into Parabolica. And it's Jensen who seizes it. Good move from Jensen there. Somebody had to budge, and they were refusing to, and they're side by side behind him, and they sort themselves out. So that's important. If they want to stay with Jensen, they need to sort themselves out. They can't be going side by side like that. They need to focus on going forward. I agree, what a move from Jensen. Pekic's going to try and get something. Going to try and go around the outside. Needs to watch out for Panam though on the inside, and he does hold on. So Jensen now is up into second. But this is all allowing driver H to just drive his own race. Of course, he's going to be pitting in the next couple of laps. I think he's going to try and put the softs on again. I'm not sure, but those softs don't necessarily look that bad, considering he's been out for what? Coming on 5 laps. This isn't too bad for those soft tyres. And he has been, yeah, the fastest today in the Group 3 class. He's doing well at the moment. Yeah, these guys fighting is most definitely helping Driver H out. but they seem to have stopped fighting a little bit. A bit of a break in the warfare. And Pecker's getting a penalty, so he's going to drop back from this. He's going to drop back from the scrap a little bit. Alex damage again. He's got damage on the left suspension. So Mateus, 3-second gap though. He's still pulling away from GCOR, but he needs to be doing it a little bit faster, I think. He needs to be doing it a little bit faster. Finizio's keeping close. He's in the middle of GCOR, and Mateus he's not really doing either. He's not really conserving, but he's not really pushing hard either. Maybe it's just an effort to get closer to GCOR. But if that happens, that helps Mateus out, because they're going to spend so much time battling that Mateus can pull away even more. But I agree, and Mateus, he needs to find a next level. He is locked in right now. We see the cards have been laid out in both classes here. In terms of the strategy, both Driver H and Mateus have to push like hard right now, because they're going to box again. Driver H could begin as soon as next lap, I think. Driver H on his way. These guys are still battling again, so this is helping Driver H even more. Peckish now with the advantage. Panam behind him, Jensen behind him. More warfare going on. Panam with the opportunity, and we look on board. I think Driver H is in this lap. He's in, Driver H is in. Driver H is pitted then. Panam gets past Peckish in the meantime. These guys are racing extremely respectfully, but it's costing them time. Let's see where Driver H comes out. The Red Bull Patronus guys need a good stop. Fuel needs to increase rapidly. There go the top three. Peckish, Jensen and Panam. They're all past now. So Driver H, he doesn't need to fuel as much as the others. Or maybe he does and he just decides to push a bit more. No, he doesn't. Under fuels then, medium tyres, and the gap is around 18-19 seconds. That's how much he needs to make up then. Around 20 seconds in the next 20 minutes. 20 seconds in the next 19 minutes. A really difficult mission. Mission impossible for both of them. Jensen's back on the inside. Jensen takes Peckish. How have these guys not crashed yet? They're racing really hard. It's hard but fair though. Peckish takes it back. Driver H needs to find pace. If you can get back to these guys, that will be important. So Jensen is going to get back into the slipstream. Cab's hoping the Driver H wins. Cav might get this W here if these guys continue fighting. It looks like these guys are just level in terms of pace. Panam's burned a bit more fuel than them, so he needs to start thinking about assuming this lead. Oh man, a bit of mind games being played right there. A bit of mind games. And to the inside. Peckish defending. This side-by-side action doesn't help them. And they're squabbling over position, and here comes Jensen. Through goes Jensen. Not quite. And I free wide again. This is not helping them, man. There goes Mateus. You see him in the background. Still on that mission. Oh gosh, there's a crash. Kevin there with damage. Going on his way. Mateus needs to get past these guys. It's not helping him that these guys are squabbling and going at it. Gets past the two of them, Pekish and Jensen, and as Cam's rightly pointed out, they're messing with each other. It's not helping the effort in the long run. Let's see the gap between Mateus and GCOR. It's only 7 seconds. He hasn't grown that gap that much. Joke has also gained on Finizio in the meantime. So it's been good for Joke. Pan Am's got a real gap of his own now, and Driver H is cutting the gap down between himself and Jensen. But again, it's not by much. No damage for Pan Am. No damage, but there is a battle. GCOR's managed to squeeze his way through. Shaq's got damage now, so that's... What? Are we on the same lap or not? I'm not sure, but Pekic has gone wide. There was a bit of contact between himself and Pan Am, so the elbow is starting to come up between these three. Pekic finds the inside to Jensen, and again, this side-by-side action is not helping them. Drive H is even gaining more now. He is not that far away at all. It's one straight as Pekic goes late on the brakes. Jensen, and then he got the door slammed right in his face. So you've got one damage on his lap. You've got to see if any more drivers take damage, because it could be a safety car, and if there's a safety car, I mean, Driver H, man, you've got to feel bad for him at that point. But Mateus would be loving a safety car at this point, because that would have just helped him out. Pekic looking for the opportunity. Pan Am's on the inside. Jensen is always looking out and always making his presence felt. Pekic having to go a little bit wide. Pan Am is defending him, and they're still side by side. This isn't helping them. They got to just roll as a team at this point. They got to work as a team so they can prevent Driver H from getting to them, because when Driver H gets there, I mean, they're all finished. And again, Driver H has reduced it. He's cut it down by a second again. He's doing just what he needs to do. Again, look at this there. How on earth are these guys not crashing? This is so intense. They're switching the positions. Is Jensen going for that there? Oh man, big slide. Manages to hold on to it though. Fair play. Oh! And is that Pekic in? He's in. Is that a response to Driver H then? But that means surely that he's going to lose the position to Driver H, but he's probably going to try and get him back. Because if he goes now, puts on the soft tyre, a little splash of fuel, nothing too major. Puts a little bit of fuel in, nothing too much. He could have a chance here. Obviously, Driver H is long past him. But so now Pekic on a mission to chase Driver H. This has got to give Driver H more encouragement to get this win here. He's got it. 14 seconds between himself and Pekic, and 12.7 between himself and Jensen. And Jensen's got a 1 second penalty. Pan Am's fuel is looking dire. It's all coming into Driver H's plan here. The plan's going just perfectly, because I don't think Jensen's going to make it to the end. He's going to have to fuel save like crazy if he's going to try and do it. But then look at this, because Driver H is cutting into the lead with that half second penalty. That's more time lost for Jensen. It's coming into Driver H's hands. But Mateus, it's all gone wrong for him. He's not pulling a gap at all. GCOR might just have this one unless Finizio has anything to say about it. Joke's in. I think Joke might be looking for fastest lap at this point. So let's see what Pan Am does here. I'm pretty sure Pan Am will have to pit just to limit damage to Pekic. I think he has to cover off Pekic with this pit stop, because the mind games weren't played just then. And Pan Am is in. Jensen, what about him? Is he in? Jensen's going to stay out here. I think he's going to try and go long, try and hold on to this to the end. So Pan Am making that stop. Let's see where he comes out in relation to Peckish. Driver H then has this race to lose. It's his race to lose, I think. 8 seconds to gain in 11 minutes. That's not that difficult of a task considering the performance he's put in already. He has a good chance. Driver's going to get chased, yeah, but I don't think they're going to catch him within the amount of time that they need. Let's see. So Pan Am is out now, and Peckish is quite a way ahead of him, but if Pan Am can catch up to him, then this puts it right back into Driver H's favour. Joker's out on the soft tyres, 4 seconds behind Alex, and Matthias is in. So I think Matthias, you're going to have to accept defeat here today. He's tried valiantly, but he just couldn't extend the gap to what he needed to. Tyres get changed and fuel's going to get added. I think you have to go for fastest lap at this point. Just, I think he's got it already, but to hold on to it, I guess. Matthias, man, it's gone wrong for him. Couldn't quite get it right. Gold's also gone into the pits. Matthias comes out in third, that means. And that's too far back, really, for him to think about getting to Finizio and GCOR, barring a huge accident. Look at this, though. Jensen's fuel saving. Look at Driver H right here. Under 5 seconds. And Peckish is 14 seconds. Driver H, as I said, it's his race to lose right here. Shackle serious damage. One car damage so far. Safety car possibility is always possible. It's always there. As we said then, Driver H, the ball's in his court, and GCOR, the ball is in his court. Both of them 3 to 4 seconds of advantage. No mistakes, head down and focus. GCOR has got the home fans right here cheering his name. They want that team to win, and they might get their chance. Jensen might also get it for Ferrari too, but he's up against it. Gap's now under 3 seconds, and we've got 9 minutes to go. Look at Driver H, you can smell the prey right now. Prey is near, it's almost time to draw in and get ready for the kill. Brilliant strategy from Driver H, he really did. Time the pit stops well, adapted to the situation. I agree, he knows he has this. It's time to do it. Let's go. Driver H, this is the chance. To the outside, Jensen's fuel saving, and there's nothing he can do about it. Driver H has taken the lead with 7.5 minutes to go. Easy as you like. Easy as you like. Now we just have to focus. Jensen's going to try and stay with him. He's put his foot on the gas this time for real. Jensen could have this. If he tries to dive bomb, he might have the chance. Driver H defending though. These guys were battling at the beginning of the race. And now at the end of the race, the win comes down to these two, but it looks like it's going to be Driver H. He's got more fuel to play with, and he's got better tyres. It's all in Driver H's favour, and he knows it. And he pulls clear. Driver H is in the lead. Bit of a battle between Joel and Alex. They're going for it, they're gunning for it. 4th position up for grabs, and Alex can't really do anything down the straight. That's the problem with that damage. Let's see, it's Finizio, he can't gain a gap. GCOR is beginning to push. but Gold has the fastest lap, so Mateus, he's going to have to push as well to get that point back off of Gold. No changes in damage, so no prospects of safety car just yet. I mean, this guy can keep spamming damage, but there's no changes. There's no changes in damage. There must be 4 cars on the same lap. GCOR's no mistakes from him in the last 4-5 minutes, and he has the race won. Not enough damage, guys. Not enough damage for VSC. We've had no changes in damage in the past couple of minutes, really. But before 4 cars getting damaged on the same lap, not just 4 cars getting damaged and then we have a safety car. Driver H needs to focus because Jensen's got basically out of this. Jensen's basically out of this. Driver H has won this race. Obviously we don't jinx these things. Alex holding off Gold. He's trying to get his way past and there. A bit of a shove in the back. No damage though. No damage. If we had a safety car though, 100% it would just end under VSC at this time. It'd be a bit of a disappointment, but that's how it ends sometimes. Hopefully not. It's been a good race thus far. Mateus has got back the fastest lap, and these guys are still battling. I've lost tabs on this completely. These guys are still going at it for 3rd. Pekic and Panam still battling. Oh man! And Pekic goes off, avoids the wall luckily. Oh well. Oh well. Pekic goes off, and that's the end of that. Unless he can reel back some time in the last couple of minutes. 3rd position will go to Panam. He might complain about that. There might be some action in the stewards room. You never know. So it's not over till it's over. But it looks to be over for Jensen, as Driver H seems to be on his way to victory with 3.5 minutes to go. Likewise, GCOR also looking to get into the top step. It's been a dream of Ferrari to win at Monza, and it looks like it's going to become a reality. It was near both classes, but not to be for Jensen. Just got beaten out on the day. Sun beginning to set. It's a picturesque scene, something from a movie, almost like. And it looks to be that the hero is going to be victorious. It's the perfect ending to the script. Still a couple lines left though. The last scene. GCOR's about 2 laps to go for him. And it will be game over. Race over, day done. Kevin spins. And GCOR avoided. That was close. That was close. They might look into that one there. GCOR's letting it go because he knows that it's done. The job is done. Pekic just got back to Panam. Pekic on the inside. Is that the move done? Second guesses himself. just to ensure that he's close enough. And was there a little tap in the back there from Pekic right there to Pan Am? I think there was, because he's gone into the barrier and he's reset. Wow. Was that a bit of revenge from Pekic? I'm not sure Pan Am's going to be pleased with that one. Jensen's out of fuel. Jensen's out of fuel. Is he out of fuel? He is. Oh no, he hasn't. No, he isn't. He damn near is. He is. It's gone. Fuel's gone. Oh man. It's all gone left for Jensen. I said there was a few more lines in the script, and maybe the hero isn't going to have such a happy ending after all. Jensen runs out of fuel. What about the other Ferrari? What about the other Ferrari? Pasco, Pekic and Pan Am. Let's see GCOR now. I think he might have enough, because this is the last lap for him. This is the last lap for him. Driver H. Here comes Driver H then. What a performance. The strategy was perfect. Driver H across the line, and Driver H takes victory at Monza in the class. Fantastic stuff. Driver H with an unexpected victory. It seemed to be all going against him, and he takes the win. Fabulous stuff. Pekic takes second, Pan Am third, but that might change, because you know they're going to get busy in the stewards room. Driver H with your race win in the GT3 class, but it looks like it's going to go Ferrari's way after all. They were hyping this up for a long time. They were getting ready for the special livery on. They paint themselves as the gold standard around this track. GCOR and the crew, they were hyping us up for ages. They said expect good things from our team in this race, and boy, if they delivered in the hypercars. GCOR out of the Parabolica, and the celebrations will begin, because GCOR has taken victory. GCOR wins in the hypercars. Good stuff. Mateus manages to come back and take second off of Finizio. That's a close finishing margin, but Mateus does come back. But it's about GCOR in the end, and GCOR is your winner. Driver H as well. That was a brilliant series of events. What a race we have witnessed. And it was all about strategy when it came to this one. The safety car did prove to be the deciding factor, but nevertheless, it was a mental game, mathematics, and a meticulous mastery of this track. Management of the tyres and the fuel. GCOR and Driver H just did it better than everyone else, and they are your winners. That's incredible though. Ferrari winning at Monza. You don't hear that anymore these days. GCOR has won this one, and that's what the headlines will be talking about. What a performance. Get the replay saved. Let's look at the results. So it was GCOR taking victory in the hypercars. 7 seconds ahead of Mateus, who fought back valiantly. Fastest lap, but it wasn't enough in the end. Just lost out on strategy. Finizio in third, 2 tenths behind Mateus, and then it was Joke, and then it was Alex and Gold in sixth, and then the victor in the Group 3 class, GT3, Driver H. Driver H taking the win. Pekic in second, then it was Pan Am and Monty and Jensen, followed by Shaq and Kevin, and Monkey obviously not finishing the race. I think it was one of those races where From the driver's point of view, it may have been a bit questionable, but from the viewer's perspective, I mean, it was a treat. Just like yesterday, if you watched GCOR Elite, that was one of those races. It was brilliant to watch, but I guess it must have been a nightmare to drive. But nevertheless, we've got to thank the drivers for putting on such a good show. Thank you all for watching. Shout out Cam as well, man. Cam was holding it down. He was holding it down. Congratulations to the winners as well. It's been a great weekend of action. Catch you next week. Let's just see where we at next week across the board. Let's find out. Let's just see quickly. Next week, GCOR Elite is at Daytona. Let's see with WEC is at Watkins Glen. So we go to the States next week. Watkins Glen and Daytona. So we'll see you there when WEC and GCOR return. So thank you all for watching. Thank you all guys. In a bit.